It is an absolute honor to welcome Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to the stage.
He's part of America's most famous political dynasty, commanding an audience in a way his uncle JFK once might have. This is an anti-vaccine mandate rally, but many in this crowd hold extreme and scientifically unproven views about the COVID-19 vaccine. And Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is encouraging them. Since the pandemic began, visitors to his charity website have exploded. Their revenue more than doubled in 2020 to $6.8 million.
Some people would say you're profiting from a public health crisis here. What do you say to that?
I would say that Pfizer is the one. If you're worried about somebody profiting from a public health crisis, you should be investigating Pfizer. You should be investigating Moderna.
If we just put the pharmaceutical companies and their profits to one side,
well, let's not do that.
Is your charity making money as a result of this pandemic? Are you taking more money from the charity since the pandemic has begun in salary?
Am I personally?
Yeah.
I've given all of my book profits to the charity. So this has cost me. It is the opposite of profits for me personally.
Because you have this enormous star power and your name, that you're lending legitimacy to things that aren't scientifically proven. The Centre for Disease Control says you're 14 times less likely to die from COVID if you have the vaccine. Are you putting people's lives at risk?
Show me the scientific study that shows that. No. We are saving people's lives and we're saving democracy, because children should not be getting this vaccine.
Should adults be vaccinated? I've been in hospitals where 99% of the people hooked up to ventilators struggling to breathe are unvaccinated. Only 1% of those people were vaccinated.
What do you mean by unvaccinated?
Like they've not had a jab.
They've had no vaccine. I don't believe that, number one. Number two, it's a personal choice.
Lisette travelled 13 hours on a coach to be here. She doesn't consider herself anti-vax, but will not get the COVID vaccine. Here in her home state of Kentucky, 45% of people aren't fully vaccinated.
Do you actually think that more people hold the views that you have than maybe is commonly known?
Yeah, I think more people do. But I think people just are just keeping it to themselves. It's sort of like when the elections for Trump and whoever Biden, there were a lot of undercover Trump supporters. Yeah. I think more people believe that they're just going to wait and see. They're not really believing the mainstream media or what the CDC or what Fauci or FDA or who is spewing.
Vaccine misinformation is infecting America and it's spreading online.
What's remarkable about the anti-vaccine industry, and it is an industry, is that only a small number of very organised, very sophisticated, very determined bad actors control the vast majority of the misinformation that you see out there.
The push to get America vaccinated is vital, but they're fighting an undercurrent of misinformation. It's a well-funded and well-organised movement, and it's dividing this country. Martha Kellner, Sky News, Kentucky.